became originally SVBF. Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, that is your choice. Whatever you say, that is right.
So Damodar Prasad, he leads the ashram here in Zurich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damodar
Prasad.
is Antas.
Thank you for coming. It's so nice to have you.
Where do you stay?
I also know this one. Because I travel more, especially on the German-speaking areas.
Okay.
Which is my experience.
Great.
Namaste to all. On behalf of Swiss Vedic Bhakti Foundation, Andi, we welcome you all to today's evening program with Sri Chinna Jeeyar Swami Garu. And Swami Krishna Prema Rupa. Swami Krishna Prema Rupa. He's a ISKCON head from DACH region andi, Germany, Austria and Switzerland. Same alane manaku ee roju we are so blessed that even the head of this institution, the Damodar Swami varu kuda unnaru ee roju ikkada. So we will not waste more time andi. We will come directly into the topic. We all, on behalf of you all, we welcome Swamiji to the ISKCON temple here in Zurich. This is the second time he is visiting here, and more details we will hear from our beloved Swami Krishna Prema. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, sir.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, indeed, it's a very great honor for us to be the host of this wonderful event organized by the Swiss Vedic Bhakti Foundation in cooperation also with the Swiss Federation for Hinduism here in Switzerland. And we are very honored to be the host for this program. And yeah, it's a great fortune to associate with sadhus, so we're very happy to have Sri Chinna Jeeyar Swami Maharaj with us. The Srimad Bhagavatam states that Bhavat Vida Bhagavatas Tirtha Bhuta Svayam Vibhu Tirti Kurvanti Tirtani Svantas Tena Gada Bridaha. That Yudhisthira speaks to Vidur, that devotees like your good self, they're like holy places personified, because you carry the Lord in your heart. Wherever you go, that place turns into a place of pilgrimage. So whenever sadhus visit, that means actually, because they're carrying the Lord in the heart, that place becomes tirtha. And that's actually the sadhus are tirthas themselves. So yeah, please come a little closer. So we are blessed. Zurich and Switzerland is blessed that Maharaj has come, turning place into holy place by your association. And I will keep it short. The idea was just, since this is actually a special event in a sense that we have, Maharaj representing the Sri Sampradaya and our tradition being the Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. It's a kind of a meeting point between these two sampradayas. So I just thought I will say a few words, and as time is already advanced, we'll keep it short. But yeah, I think it's nice for everyone to just be aware actually of the close connection between the Sri Sampradaya and also the Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. And of course, Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, he received an instruction by his teacher to come to the West and spread Bhakti all over the world, because there have been prediction also that Bhakti Devi will be brought to the Western world. And Bhaktisiddhanta, the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, actually he in his main temple, he installed the 4 acharyas of the 4 sampradayas, teaching us that actually in the age of Kali there is 4 sampradayas which are bona fide sampradayas, which are all, of course, the divine knowledge is coming from Lord Narayan, Vishnu, Krishna himself directly, but there's different teachers, and of course we have Lord Brahma, who is among the first teacher. I don't know, the slide is not working. Oh, it's out, yeah, it's okay. So there is Brahma is one founder, there is Lakshmi Devi a founder, Shiva, Rudra as a founder, and the 4 Kumaras. And each of these sampradayas, of course, have their great teachers and acharyas. And the Sri Sampradaya, of course, with Ramanujacharya as the great acharya and teacher of the sampradaya. And in our tradition, the Brahma Sampradaya, Madhava Acharya as the great teacher. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is understood in our tradition as the golden avatar, he actually adopted important principles from each of these acharyas. It's described that he, from Nimbarka, he accepted the exclusive shelter to Radharani. Then the mood of the gopis. From Vishnu Swami, he accepted full dependence on Krishna and spontaneous service. And from Madhava, complete defeat of Mayavad philosophy and the worship of Krishna. And from Ramanuja, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the principles of the concept of unalloyed devotion free from karma and jnana, Ananya Bhakti, that principle of Ananya Bhakti, and also Bhakta Jana Seva. And these two principles are actually very, very important also to our tradition, which were highlighted by Ramanujacharya very much, that a pure devotional service means without any motivation, just for the pleasure of the Lord, serving in a selfless mood, just not with coming to the temple and expecting something in return while doing puja, but just selfless for the pleasure of the Lord. And then also not only worshipping the Lord, but also respecting and worshipping the devotees. And these principles Mahaprabhu took to heart and also shared in our tradition. So this is something we are taking from Ramanujacharya's teachings very much. And of course, when we speak of Ramanujacharya and also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one story comes to mind, and with that I will also end so that we can hear from Maharaj. That the famous story when Ramanujacharya was learning under Mahapurna and was guided towards Goshinapur to receive the secret mantra, and he was 18 times rejected, because this is a very secret mantra. Only one who is very pure should receive that mantra. And finally, when Ramanuja received that mantra, he was told that he should not share it with anyone. But Ramanuja, when he chanted that mantra, he felt so much bliss and so much compassion in his heart that he went to the next village on the tower of Vishnu temple and he called everyone to come. I have a great gift to share, and people came, and then he was chanting Om Narayanaya Namah, no? Right? And then people came and chanted this mantra. And when his guru chastised him, I told you, you cannot share this. For this you go to hell. Ramanuja said, only because I'm prepared to go to hell, I did this. What is the problem if an insignificant person like myself goes to hell and so many thousands of people get liberated? So that compassionate heart to share a secret mantra, even with the risk of getting some difficulties himself. That was the mood of a true acharya like Ramanujacharya. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came on the streets and shared mantras, chant the holy name to invite everyone together to chant and glorify the Lord through his names and mantras. So I think there is a very close connection to the Sri Sampradaya and our Sampradaya. And of course there is also differences when we look at the Ishtadev, but there is so much in common, right, which we can focus. So therefore we are very grateful to have Maharaj with us, and I would like to give the words to Maharaj, and we will hear about the Bhagavad Gita. And thank you so much again for visiting and coming and blessing our temple. Hare Krishna.
Prema Rupa. आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. जय श्रीमन्नारायण. प्रिय Bhagavad Bandhu, so delighted to be here amidst all of you, and I am so happy Krishna Prem Roop Swamiji Maharaj extended a very warm welcome to us to be with the Lord here, Jagannath, and Lord Mahaprabhu Krishna, and also in the divine presence of Srila Prabhupada Swamiji Maharaj, and of course, wonderful devotees like you all. So happy to be with you all. And we know that great acharyas go around the world and spread the message of divinity and show the path of God to the seekers. And wherever there are people who do not know anything, they enlighten them with the knowledge of God and put them on the right track. Swamiji very well mentioned about the story of Ramanujacharya, who lived for 120 years, sanctifying this earth during 11th century, 1,000 years before, when the world was totally covered with a kind of ignorance under the guise of Vedic path, saying that everything is illusion. Neither you nor I are true. Nothing is there in this world true. Only one, that's Brahma. And even that Brahma is unspeakable, invisible, and it's something beyond any kind of experiences. Because when the word experience comes, there should be one to experience, something to be experienced. Duality come there. Nothing duality is accepted by those people in those days, because they were terribly influenced by a concept, a school of thought called Buddhism, who never believed in the existence of anything in the world, but accept their own logic. And what logic they believed in? You see the tree? Yesterday it was not there. Today it is, tomorrow it won't be there. So everything in this universe is in a state of flux, temporary. Nothing is permanent. And because it's not permanent, it's not truth. Because it is not truth, it's illusion. And everything is illusionary. And how come it's possible? It's like a dream. You see the dream? How many of you see dreams? That's great. What do you see in the dreams? Many things. Are they true? Are they true? Sometimes you may be walking across the skies. Sometimes you may be just laying on the waters. And sometimes you may be in a big garden of mangoes of this size. And then you are walking through the garden and try to hold the mango and ready to eat. Somebody came and woke you up. How mad you become. Wonderful chance is gone. You are just about to enjoy the mango and you are not permitted to enjoy the mango. The moment you woke up and when you are just mad, then the person says, you came out from the dream. Neither mango is true, nor the garden, nor you holding the mango is true. It was a dream, and now you woke up. Is there anything? No? Similarly, that is a small dream, and you experience. The moment you wake up, you understand that everything is, it's like a magic. The world you live in is a bigger magic. As you see something that's not there in the dream, but you feel that is true. So also in this big world, whatever you see looks like true. But the moment you realize and you wake up, you understand that all this is a bigger dream. As long as the dream goes, you feel like everything is happening. You cry, you laugh, you run, you are scared. And you are enjoying so many things. As long as the dream goes, you feel everything is 100% true. But when you wake up, then you realize that it is not true. That is the life you are in. So don't take it for granted that everything is here and all these are true. And making bigger plans and, so much studies, job, earnings, family, yes, 1, 2, 3. All this is something blah, 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 blah. Nothing is true. Only Brahma is true. You are the Brahma. This was the school of thought before Ramanujacharya came to this world. And it was a widespread message. People were believing that it is right. Then came Ramanuja. And he gone through the scriptures. And he studied them well. And came to understand that the world we live in is nothing but the divine form of God Himself. Because in Bhagavad Gita, He showed His universal form to Arjuna, and everything was visible. And every planet, every galaxy, and every part and particle of the universe was visible. And then he said, hey, aham atma gudakesa, sarva bhuta asaya sthitaha, brahmayan sarva bhutani, yantrarudhani mayaya. He made it very clear. I am the inner soul of my body, the universe. My body is true. I am the inner controller of this, and I use all my body as per my wish. So also the great Lord is using this entire universe as His body, and He is the indweller of all these things, no matter whether it is an atom or it is a big black hole. But all these things are controlled by him, being the indweller of all these things. And he said, this is all my body. And when you can deny that the God is true, Brahma, but his body is not real, how can you say that? And he's the one who is making all these things to happen. Just like you might have seen the London Eye. Did you? Did you see that London Eye? What is that? A giant wheel. What happens? Rotates. But how does it rotate? There's a one controller somewhere. He allows that to move. And you are fixed up in a box. You have a control. You have an independence, but it's pretty much limited. You can't go out of the doors. Though sometimes you may not be happy with what's happening. Sometimes you may be bored with that because it's not moving very fast, giving a kind of thrill. And you feel, what is the boring stuff it is? Let me get out of this. I don't like this. You can't. It's not under your control. It's under the control of someone, the master controller, somewhere in the ground, who does the whole job. And if he wants, he can stop any box. And he can move any box. You cannot come out of that. This world is like that. You are here, fixed in a box called human body. Some other souls are fixed up in some other boxes, like animals, birds, trees, insects, devatas, many things. You are moving. In the London Eye, all are pretty similar. Yes? All boxes are so similar. But when we were young, we used to see another type of giant wheels, where some boxes are like lion, some are like elephant, some are like cows, some are like apes. And we'll be in that. As long as we are moving around it, we feel, I'm an ape, I'm a tiger, I'm a lion, I'm an elephant. Children play with those kind of things. That is what we are. We are in these boxes fixed, not by ourselves. It's not by our choice. It's the choice of karma that brought you here, fixed you here. And he's the one who monitors, because the password is only with him. The password never allowed anybody to know. So no one can open these boxes except he. And he makes all these things happen. Yantrarudhani Mayaya. What does it mean by Maya? They thought Maya is illusion. They have given a definition also. Yama, sa Maya, which is not. That is Maya. They gave a beautiful example also for that. When you see a rope somewhere lying on the ground, and you felt it is a snake, and you were terrified, and started yelling and running around, and you were just very much scared of that. And then you start crying, oh, snake, snake, snake. Is it snake? No. So he is under illusion, Maya, and seeing a rope like this, he thought, oh, it's a snake. And then started feeling fear. As it is an illusion, thus everything is illusionary in this universe and nothing is true. That is Maya. But our great Acharya Ramanuja said, Maya is not that. Maya is something beyond your capacity to understand. Is called Maya. Maya means not illusion. Maya is something you are not able to understand, but that is true. Probably you might have seen when we used to play with the children, with paper, we used to make something like this. Sometimes you open like this, you open like this, open like this, open like this. When you open like this, here it is written Rama. When you open like this, it is written Krishna. And then we show the children, hey, what is here? And the child reads it, Rama. Whoosh. What is here? Hey, Krishna. You did Maya. The child says, oh, it's Maya. And we also say, it's Maya. Look, what is here? Krishna. What is here? Rama. What happened? Maya. What does it mean? The little guy cannot understand. But you and I know that what this guy is doing. Sometimes opening like this, sometimes opening like this. Opening like this, opening like this. Because you know you are able to understand. And because that little guy cannot understand, and then the baby thinks, oh, it's big Maya. What is that I did? It is some kind of action beyond your contemplation. And that is Maya. This is what Lord Krishna said. Because in 7th chapter, he said, Mama Maya Duratyaya. Mama Maya Duratyaya. Mameva ye prapadyante Maya metam taranti te. Mama Maya. This is mine. What is that mine? Which you cannot understand. Can you tell me something? Yes, I take a seed, sow that in the ground. What happens? There will be a shoot, there will be a root, and slowly coming up, putting leaves, then flowers and fruits. Where did they come from? Where did they come from? From the seed. But can you show me anything in the seed? If you cut the seed, can you show me any leaf? Can you show me any flower? Can you show me any fruit? But how did it come from that when that is not there? This is Maya. What is that? Maya? That is Maya. What does it mean, Maya? It's so simple. Beyond our imagination. Nothing comes new. If the fruit, the flower, the leaf, the branch, the root is not there in the seed, they wouldn't have come at all. They were there in a different form, in a different way, They are pretty much structured and kept in that. Most of you people know nowadays computers, right? How many of you know computers? Great. And when you have a computer, probably you might have written a big, probably book like Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavat, like a big book you entered into the computer. And then you put in the file. And then it was closed. Where does it go? The book is in this size. How much is this? And the computer is so small. It's a small laptop. The book is so big. But hundreds of this size of books can be put into the computer. Yes or no? Hello? Not hundreds, even thousands. They can be safely preserved. And not in the big computer. All they are preserved in the small chip. Smaller chip. But how? No page is corrupted. No letters are confused. When you again open it, each page with clarity, with words and with letters, will there be any confusion? No. With all clarity you get, everything comes out and you are able to read it. How is there? In a different form. And when it comes out, you are able to see that. When it's inside, you break the chip, you won't find a single letter there. Will you? No? But when you insert into the computer and then turn it on, and then you can see all the pages one after the other coming out with all clarity. If there are pictures with pictures, if there are videos with videos, you can see everything, isn't it? So simple. In the seed, everything is inserted. But in computer, you are able to upload the data. But in the seed, you cannot. Because there is a life involved. In the computer, no life is involved. So you can handle it. But in the real life, in the seed, you won't be able to handle it. It's only the one who can upload, who can download, and who can manage. That's the Lord, only the one. And hence he said, that is Mama Maya. When you see the all pages uploaded into the smaller chip, do you say it's a Maya or not? It's Maya. Does it mean Maya means an illusion? No, it's a technique. It's a technique beyond your imagination. That's it. But the guy who made the computer knows it pretty well. How it has been transformed to ones and zeros, and how it is preserved, and how it comes out. Knows everything. That is Maya. Maya works well, but not known to us, but known to some other higher person with higher intellect, with higher knowledge. That is Maya. There are small Mayas, there are big Mayas. And Krishna's Maya is so big. And hence he said, Mama Maya Duratyeya. Beyond anybody's imagination, I am able to do all these things. That's what he said. The world you see, is the same thing. It's Maya, beyond your imagination. It works well. How the planets are floated in the sky, we don't know. People talk about gravitation, that's okay. But even they don't know what that gravitation is. So now the guy on whose head the apple fell, he's not a new creator of the gravitation. He's only tried to understand that to some extent. It was there. It was already functioning since millennia, since ages. Yes, that is Maya. His miraculous ability and capability, what he is able to do with all of us. Ramanujacharya Swami, during his time, he understood the reality of the world and the things, and he wanted to make us understand that the world we live in, the life we lead, is not illusionary, it is true. Don't say you are illusion, I am illusion, but food is true. And somebody gives some money, sambhavana is true. but only the knowledge is illusion. Don't say that. Raman Swami said, everything is true. But you may be able to understand many things you may not be able to understand. Same with the dream. Is dream illusion or true? Tell me. Dream.
When I'm inside the dream, it's true. When I'm inside the dream, it's true.
After coming out.
When I wake up, it's not true anymore. Because I'm in another dimension and I'm in reality here.
What does it mean by true? What does it mean by true? You said that when I am in dream, it is true. What does it mean by true?
It's temporary. When it is not temporary,
True is something that is experienced. Anything that comes for an experience is called true. That is the definition the scriptures gave us. Ardhakriyakaritvam, they said in Sanskrit. That means if something happens, something out of something, that is true. Is it true? Anything happened because of this? What happened? You heard. I don't know whether it gone somewhere or you heard, right? That's it. Hearing is an action. Any action happens out of anything. That is called true. Understand? Anything. That is called artha. Anything that leads to some artha, for some purpose, you have to call it as a truth. Now, tell me, you got a dream. Is anything happening out of that? Let it be during or let it be after. Is anything happening?
yes,
What is happening?
you experience emotions.
Exactly. Then
It's true, but it's temporary.
you speak about it. Right? I got a scary dream. Oh, I got a lovely dream. I saw something, but I forgot it. Most of the times we forget. Right? 3 types. either positive or negative or passive. Some kind of experience you are going through when you got a dream, yes or no? Even you forget it, but after waking up you say, I got some good dream. I'm not really able to recollect what exactly it is, but it is nice. You say something, right? At least. Even thinking about it, speaking about it, is leading to something. It's a result of that. Anything that results to something is called true. Anything. You take it anywhere. Dream is resulting to something like after you woke up, you talk about it. You think about it. You remember about it. It's a result. It's a purpose. Not that what you have seen should happen exactly. That's not the result. So many people ask, whatever we see in the dream, will it happen? It's not that it should happen as it is. It should lead to some action. That action is what you speak about or what you think about. That is also a result, isn't it? So Ramanuja said, dream is not unreal. Dream is real. Because you are talking about it after you woke up. Another thing I say, I think probably you must have seen, here is a wonderful screen fixed by our acharyas, right? And they may be showing a few things here. Are they real or not?
Yes.
Virtual. When you see something here on the screen, is it real or not?
Sometimes it is a picture of something what is real.
Exactly.
Picture.
As
What is real?
something?
What is real?
Exactly. At least you come to some point. Whatever you're seeing here is exactly what happened, if not now, at some point of time, at some point of place. It's not unreal. It was exactly thus it happened. Right? Ratha Yatra was shown you. Where is the Radha? Where is the Jagannath? Where is the crowd? Where are the roads? Are the roads in the screen?
No,
Are the chariot here and that?
no, here.
Yes. But why you are seeing that in the screen?
Because it's not completed. It's a picture.
Yes. What you are seeing on the screen is what exactly it was at some point of time and place. Yes or no? It was there. It was shooted and imprinted and is shown here to you. You may ask, Swamiji, I saw the other day Narada was walking across the clouds saying, Narayan, Narayan. Did you see that? Sometimes people walking across the skies in the movies, right? Is it possible? We should ask that guy to come out and fly here in front of us. Or you have to push him from the final floor of the big building. And then you should ask him, come on, fly. I may see. Can he? But how did you see that in the movie? Is it true or unreal or real? Hello? Is it real or unreal?
Sometimes. Sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not real.
No, sometimes it's a clock and sometimes it's real when we fold something.
Look, this is called trick photography. You know that well. The person moving is one clipping. Behind him, sky moving is another clipping. Both are mixed by the person, by the technician. And then you see as if the person is moving across the sky. It is the mixer's job. Right? What you call graphics or trick photography. That's all it is. This is what you are seeing here on the screen. Don't say they are unreal. Sky is real, person is real, walking is real, but person walking in the sky is a mixed activity. This is happening with your identified devices. God made device, this is still more powerful than that. Whatever you are seeing in the dreams are not unreal. They are records made in our body, in our senses, in our mind. Indriyani mano buddhihi asya adhisthanamuchyate etaihi vimohayatyeshaha jnanamavritya dehinam. Third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna says, whatever we see, experience with our senses is everything very much recorded and preserved here in this big power station. Your eyes seeing now, all this scene is recorded. It's a video recording now. And you are listening to something that is recorded. You are smelling something that is recorded. You are touching something is also recorded. You are tasting something also recorded. Since when? Since you started growing your own body in the womb of your mother. And after you came out, how many things you have seen so far? All that is recorded. And since morning to evening, night, how many you are seeing? All they are recorded. And how many terabytes or petabytes? This is far beyond that. The power of this chip is far beyond that. No one can imagine the power of this computer, and all those records are very much here. That's what Krishna says. The first place is the body. The second place is Indriyani, your sensory organs. Whatever you see, your sensory organ, Chakshu, is recording. You listen to, your Sravanendriya is recording. Not this, but the organ inside. Whatever you are smelling, the Ghanendriya is recording all that. What is your touching? Your Tvagindriya is recording all of them and preserving very safely. No one can handle. No one can tamper. No one can inject any kind of virus into that. It's very well preserved. But remember, not limited to this body, those records are accumulated since time immemorial. All those records are very much with you now. You understand? Not limit. Sometimes you see something which you never encountered anywhere. But how come that record came into this machine? It's not necessary during this birth. Probably in previous birth. And before that birth. But how many births so far you got? Do you have any count? No. But how come I'm able to preserve all those things? Again, ask Krishna. He gives you the reply. He said in 15th chapter. Understand? Sariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramati swaraha grihitva etani samyati vayur gandha nivasayat. The soul is now in a wonderful capsule called five sensory organs and subtle elements of these five bhutas. That's called Sukshma Sarira. We have that Sukshma Sarira inside. And when that expanded as gross body is what you're seeing here. And the soul when leaves the body, I think leaves one day, right? We are also souls. And we also leave this body one day. Do you know that? We should. Yeah. No one is going to be here permanently. We are all with return tickets in hand. Unfortunately, people fight for PRs, permanent residency, thinking they are going to be permanent residents here. No one can be a permanent resident in this planet, in this universe. You have to move your bodies from body to the body. Migration happens. But while you are leaving this body, when you leave an old home and go to a new home, you carry few things with you. Not every dust particle you carry. Do you? You won't. But you carry a few things, like your credit cards and debit cards, etc. Yes. So those are the indriyas, manas. So gruhitva etani samyati. He picks up these things from this body and then try to go to other body. Migration happens that way. Why can't we see then? I don't think any doctor so far has seen the soul leaving or soul moving. And I say doctors because they are the most people who keep sending. So none of them even saw ever. You know reason? The reason is he is still subtler than the smell particles. Vayur gandhaniva asayat. When you keep a beautiful rose flower or a jasmine flower, a real one, you get a kind of fragrance, isn't it? When the fragrance is filled in the hall, can you see any particles of that? Are there particles or not? Smell particles. Are there or not? There must be. Otherwise, now there is no smell. But after that you get some kind of smell. That means what happened? Those particles were spreading in the air and then they touched the you said. But can you see them? Are they visible through the microscopic eye even? Still subtler. Atma is subtler than even those particles. As you are not able to see the gandha anus Thus, you won't be able to see the migration of the soul with all these five sensory organs, etc. What you call as a subtle body. Vang, manas, srotram, chakshus, parisyanancha, rasanam, ghranam, indriyani, manascha. 6 things, 5 sensory organs and 1 leader, controller, manas. These are the 6 things. He grihitva samyati. But he is invisible to anybody's eyes. So even doctors cannot see. But remember, records are there. You can imagine the records carried from millions and millions of lives are very much preserved in the subtlest particles of the senses. How come it's possible? I gave the example only for that reason. When you take a seed, you know the seeds? A black gram or a green gram or any kind of seed, the bean seed. 1 seed, if you take, you won't see anything except some grey stuff in that. But if you sow it, from that green grey stuff, you get thousands of seeds. And 1 seed from them, again thousands of seeds. 1 from that, again thousands of seeds. For all these millions and trillions of seeds, the first seed, what you have seen, is the origin. From that these many came. How? All they are there. Can you see them? You can't. But do you say that they are not there? You can't say that. They are not coming from the blue. They were not created from blue. They were there in that. Otherwise, if you put a bean seed, human guy should come from them. Right? But have you ever seen such kind of things? Never it happens. From man, only man comes. From a seed, only that particular plants only come. From animal, only those animals come. Some ape said, from apes humans came. But from apes, no human guy comes. You understand? The other day, probably, there was a big conference, international conference happened in Zurich. Do you know that? International Conference of Apes. Where did it happen? In our Zurich. Apes came from India, apes came from America, apes came from Europe, apes came from Japan, Australia, Africa, all over the world. On the single agenda. They wrote it on the placards and then they led a big procession. And the agenda is, we are not forefathers of humans. What is the reason? Because they eat meat, we won't. Did you see that? Who eats meat? Man. Is it right to act? Veda said, पृथिव्या ओषधयः ओषधीभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः स वा एष पुरुषो अन्नरसमयः. Veda declared, whatever that comes out of the ground is called oshadhi. From oshadhis only annam happens. By annam, who lives is called man. And hence, man is recommended to eat only oshadhis. This comes out from the earth, from the ground, right away, directly. Not moving creatures. Killing moving creatures and pushing them into the body is making this a graveyard. Yes or no? Huh?
It needs 72 hours to digest that overnight.
I don't know digestion. Digestion comes later. My point is, anything that moves, if the life gone from that, how do you call it? A corpse. Yes or no? Wherever the life goes from that, whether it is a goat, or a fish, or a pig, or a donkey, or a monkey, whatever it may be, wherever the moving objects, life goes out, is called a corpse, a dead body. Place to preserve dead bodies is called graveyard. You are cooking and pushing, qualifying that dead body, and then pushing into this. Then how do you call it? Mobile cemetery. A mobile graveyard. On the contrary, Lord Krishna said, Ahamatma sarvabhuta asayasthitaha. I am the indweller of this. Simple thing for you. This is a structure. This is a structure made cement and mortar, right? Bricks and mortar. Simple structure, as your home is. But you call it as a temple. Why? Because you thought God is here. You thought God is here. He is not speaking. He is not moving. But you felt this is the place of God. And then you start calling it as a temple. And here is also God, what He declared. He said, I am indweller of all of you. You are my body. That means in this structure, He is the indweller. And He from here speaks, works, listens, does many activities. I think, who are you all? Huh? Hello? Who are you all? Do you think that Krishna is here or not? Then how do you call it? A better temple, a mobile temple, a temple with life. But unfortunately, people do not understand the power of this temple and then pushing something into these dead bodies. A mobile temple is treated as a mobile cemetery. How sad it is. How unfortunate they are. That's only my concern. Whether you are able to digest or not, that's I don't know. and I'm not sure that how long it takes also for digestion. Because I never had any experience. So, Veda said, anything that grows out from the earth should be the food for a human. It never said those humans are white-skinned, are brown-skinned, are black-skinned, or some other colored skin. And the Veda did not say whether you are a Telugu-speaking guy, whether French-speaking guy, German-speaking guy, or English-speaking guy, or some other language-speaking guy, whether you are a man or a woman, male or female, child or old or young, Veda did not discriminate anybody from that. If you want to be a human, Prithivya oshadhayah oshadhibhyo annam. What do you eat? What do you call it? What do you call it? What do you eat?
We call annam, we eat annam.
That's right. Some people may be eating roti, bread. Some people may be eating something else. Whatever is eaten is called annam. If you eat in control, it's okay. If you eat beyond the limit, it eats you. So, eaten by you and able to eat you is called annam. Adyate atticha bhutani tasmad annam taduchyata iti. It's Veda which says whatever we eat is called annam. And that annam must be made from what is the question there. And it says whatever that comes out from the oshadhis that are growing from the ground, they are called annam. And the one who eats is considered a man. I am not asking anybody to give up anything. Don't misunderstand me. My only concern is I want all must be humans, that's all. Whatever is eaten by others, they have different names. Right? And this is a temple. This is a mobile temple. How powerful is this temple? How great is this temple? And in this temple, we have all the records. That's what I say. With all the senses, we have the records. And those records accumulated from millennia of births, because the same senses, the same mind, we are carrying with us and moving from body to body, body to body. What kind of bodies we have gone through so far, I don't know. But today, we are in a human body. That is what we need to understand. God blessed us with this wonderful human body. And here is a chance to realize the goal of the life. And the goal, what he said, be positive, live positive, enjoy positive. Positiveness should happen whatever you think. Whatever you think, it should happen. Is it happening now? When I see the birds in the sky, I feel like flying. Can you do that now? No. I feel so bad because I am not able to get many bodies. If the chance, then I would have kept a body in this temple, another body in the home, another body somewhere else, another body in some other place, as the Lord Krishna kept. Would have kept like that. But is it happening now here? Get that chance. Krishna said it is mama sadharmyam. In Bhagavad Gita, he says that is mama sadharmyam. Mama sadharmyam agataha sargepi nopajayante pralayena vyadhanti cha. They need not go through the cycle of death and birth and death and birth. These jars of ahankara never catch him at all. He comes out of that. And then he can be in a way he likes, but always like me, serving me. But what to do for that? What is to be done for that? Mameva ye prapadyante, surrender. Because password is not with you. You can't tamper the karmic records. And the records are not known how many are there. And how many janmas, how many births you have to take. Nobody has any clue. But how to be here? Fortunately, we are human body now. After leaving this, where do we go? What is our next halt? When you are in the tube, then you know next halt is that. But for this, what is the next halt for us after leaving this? We don't know. We are going to become a tree, an insect, a fly, a mosquito, or some other insect, or something else. We don't know. So Krishna said, this is the best time you can do something. What is that? Mameva ye prapadyante, who surrender to me unconditionally. Maya me tam taranti. They can come out of this maya, out of my miraculous nature. And they can be like me. But because we do not see that, we don't know that. But remember, don't say ever, I see, then I believe. Many people speak this, right? When I see, I believe, which is wrong. Very simple. Do you eat food? Do you have the habit of eating food? Yes. Why do you eat? Why do you eat? Because you are hunger, right? Yes, there is hunger in you. So you eat. Now, I'll ask the people in the kitchen, let them see the hunger size, color, shape, and the weight, then give the food. Okay? Can you show me your hunger? Yes. Can you show me your hunger?
Yes.
Where is that? None of us can show the hunger. But so far consumed probably a few tons of food. Right? Can you say that seeing is believing? Show me the hunger, then I believe in that. Then I will give instructions to them. Until and otherwise he shows the hunger, don't feed him. Looks so funny. But it is true. Don't say, show me, I believe. There are so many things are there, but we don't know them. We can't see them. We can't show them. We have to take it from our elders and follow. That is what it is. That's why Lord Krishna said, surrender to me unconditionally. Then I take care of you. That is Maya. That is his miraculous ability to make this big network, what you call the world. Don't say it is illusion. Say it is beyond your understanding, beyond your imagination. Nothing is illusion in this universe. That's why I said even dream is true. The records are there in you. When you are going to sleep, then the knowledge flows through those records which are reflected in your buddhi, and there you see the dreams. But when there are a few records are mixed, then you see wonders in the dreams. You understand? Then you see the sky, you see the waters, you see so many things. So, dream is not unreal. It's not then real. No, it's always real. Because of that, you are experiencing few things. You are talking about that, and you are sharing it with others. If you do not share, at least you feel in you. That itself is a result of that. Understand? But the thing is, the dream is created by Krishna for your individual experience, whereas this big world is created for a collective experience. I see this mic for so many people's experience, for me to speak, for one to organize, for other to make, for other to distribute, for other to sell, for one to purchase, for one to transport. How many are involved in this small piece? Behind everything. So, anything you see in the world is for a collective experience. So, that is a bigger thing. But what you see in the dream is for your individual experience. That is how it is. So, it is true. It yields to some result. And hence it is true. I gave you another example like serpent on the rope. Even that is also true. It is true because serpent is true, rope is also true. But your vision, at the point of time when you thought it is a serpent, probably the light may be dull. Probably your vision may be low. But the records are there. I think nowadays it's not a new thing for you. When you type the computer, if you type TER, immediately it calls on a few words, termination, term, terminology, shows so many words from the past record. So also the mind, farther, it is far beyond that. When you saw that there, like this, and then because serpent also will be like that, the moment you saw that, then it immediately recollected all the things like that are lying like that. And serpent is something scares you, and immediately it came occupied, and then you did not want to see further, and you thought it is serpent, cried, ran, trembling. Is it wrong? Is it illusion? It's not illusion. It's a half seen. But when somebody brought you nearer to that and focuses the light and explains to you, then you realize, wow, this is a rope. Because light is dull, you could not catch it. But to listen, the example they give looks so true, but logic has some other logic too behind it. So Ramanujacharya Swami, 1,000 years before, he came out to say the reality of the Vedas and said, nothing is illusion in this world, everything is true. And because everything is true, and the whole universe is divine form of God, because it is the form of God, you have to respect everything in this universe. And see, anything you deal with directly goes to the inner power called Krishna. It goes to God directly. Anything that you see, it connects to God. But your ego stops it with the physical form of that, because you have given a name to that. Right? The physical shape, form, color, and the name stops you to see the inner power, God. It doesn't mean it's not there. So behind everything in the universe, there is God, supported by soul, and the soul with a body. Three things: Chit, Achit, and Ishvara. Soul's nature and God. These three things are always true. They are twined together. You can't separate them. But you see them and you see only something which is very visible and forget about the rest of the stuff. Doesn't mean that they are not there, but they are always there. And you need to have a kind of love. When you think that it is mine, then you start loving. This body is yours. You love your hand. You love your hair. You love your toes. You love every part of your body, isn't it? Because it's yours. The entire universe is Krishna's body. You are a part, I am a part of that. How can we hate each other? Have you ever seen a part of the body hating the other part of the body? And never. You need to have kind of love, but it should be through the connection of Lord Krishna. That is called bhakti. This is what Ramanujacharya Swami, 1,000 years before, brought into existence as a powerful school of thought, and it's called Bhakti Siddhanta. And Bhakti Siddhanta is brought to the existence by, though it was there in Vedas, but brought into the life by Ramanujacharya Swami 1,000 years before. And after him, there were so many other acharyas came, like Madhvacharya Swami, Nimbark, Ramanand, Vallabhacharya, Mahaprabhu Chaitanya, and our Srila Prabhupada Swami, who taken some part of that and expanded it just like from a seed so many trees. And they brought into the reach of the world, where now we are seeing millions and millions of people are adoring the power of God, understanding the beauty of Lord, and experiencing the Maya of the Lord, and worshipping Him with devotion, with bhakti. All the bhakti siddhantas are the offshoots of the concept given by Ramanujacharya Swami, who condemned that Mayavada and then gave the reality, established the reality of the universe, God, His qualities, His form, His actions, everything. And goal is for us the humans to realize and surrender. Unconditional surrender. And if you surrender, he knows what to do, how to deal with you, how to give that liberation from this karmic bondage. He knows it well. He assured, Ma suchaha. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. Ma suchaha. Don't worry at all. I will definitely take care of you. He assured in Bhagavad Gita. Right? I am so happy that you are all here in the divine presence of Lord Krishna. And as guided by Mahaprabhu. And of course, getting that message of Mahaprabhu from great acharyas like our Krishna Temple Swamiji Maharaj and Damodar Swami? Damodar Prasad Das. Great acharyas are around you who are trying to just bring out that message of acharyas to the level of common people and bringing them back to the right path of devotion, surrender. God bless all of us to be always under his umbrella and take shade, get his grace through acharyas and make this human life purposeful. God bless you all. Jai Sriman Narayana. If anybody is interested, if anybody is interested to ask anything, just let us see that one or two questions.
When you said unconditional surrender, what does it mean, unconditional surrender?
So simple. You have a pen in your hand, right? Not now, but you have a pen with you, right? And what do you do with it? Right. You took a checkbook and wrote 10,000 pounds. And of course the money came to your hand. You try to spend it, right? But it was written by the pen. The pen should ask you, hey, I signed it. Give me some share. Have you ever seen the pen asking for the share? Huh? Sometimes you wrote something and sent a paper to some other person. The person got upset and came mad. And if you say, it's not me who wrote, my pen wrote. And do you know what the pen says? I'm sorry. It's a selfless surrender. So it doesn't hit me. And you are the one who should take care of that. Pen never says, I don't do this. Whatever you say, whatever you did, it simply executes, but never claims any share from that, whether it is positive or negative or anything, but never compromises with the work. If it starts compromising, you throw it out. That is unconditional surrender. But with pen, it has no ken, no knowledge. But with the soul, it has knowledge. And hence the need for surrender. Hence the preaching for surrender. Otherwise not necessary. Yes.
With the total surrender, I think it's okay. With the total surrender, is there a free will? Is there free will then? I mean, can it...
Free will?
Yeah.
Free will to whom?
Like, if I do full surrender, then basically I am just part of Krishna, right? So then the good and bad karma doesn't have any meaning.
That means you can do all bad. After surrender.
So I'm asking,
When you really surrender, you never do bad at all, because he did not want you to do that. Right? One who really surrender, he never goes against to the order given by Lord Krishna. Because when you have a shirt on you and it's surrendered to you, he never says, hey friend, sit here for some time. I go to the market and just do some work and come back. I have seen that saying that. Once it is surrendered, it never goes against to the will of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna never said to do bad. Right? He said if something goes wrong, what will be the punishments also he showed. So this never question arises once you really surrender. So anything I did, it's Krishna's wish. Never happens. But something you do because the soul has built-in knowledge of its own, unlike the nature. With the soul, the knowledge is not given by anybody. Soul has knowledge of its own because it came with knowledge. And hence, sometimes that knowledge may lead to arrogance, may lead to independence views, may lead to some kind of pride. When such kind of things comes, then the proning starts. Proning becomes the need. So then he will be given another body. There the proning will be taken care. And then comes back to the human body. From there again the checking point starts. See, those who think that they are studying, for them only the test starts. For the one who never catches a book and studies, no examination will be there for that person. Many people ask us, Swamiji, why only test for me? I am a strong devotee. And he is not a devotee, but he is okay. I am a devotee. Why test for me? The answer is, one who thinks that I am attending the classes regularly, I am attending the lessons very regularly, for such person only examination is given. For the one who never goes to the class at all, what a kind of test they put? Nothing. He is unfit for the test. Because you are thinking that you are a devotee, test starts from you. And so a real devotee never does wrong. Whatever the good he thinks, does, even that is dedicated to the Lord. Not physically, but mentally. It's not giving up your duty. It's the giving up your attachment to that duty. That's what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. That means you have to eat food. Example, you should not give up the eating food. Eat food well. If you can eat 20 times, still it is okay. But what he said is, whenever you eat, think I am the one digesting from inside. Aham vaisvanaro bhutva. I understand? And then before sending something to me, see that it is sanctified properly. And then send. And if you have the ability, and then send 20 times or 30 times, still it is okay. Got it? Good.
Pranam, His Holiness, and to the Acharyajis. I have a question. You spoke about the 5 senses and the one manas and how the subtle goes on. I have a
I didn't say it's Bhagavad Gita said.
Sorry. My ignorance. Just a question about these days we are having a lot of diagnoses of ADHD and every 1 in 4 child. I just want to know how much of that is coming from this, what's carried before with the 5 senses and the manas.
What is the wrong in it? Because 5 senses and manas are only boxes. They carry the records. So one of the records may be something like that. And then when you are growing in the womb of the mother, how many influences are there on the womb? See, the woman, while carrying, I think from the day of the conception or from the day of the zygote formation, I think how many experiences are going through and how much the lifestyle is changed today. Anything may happen from anywhere in the world, right? So you need not say that why to that baby that kind of disease. It's the lifestyle of the mothers. Okay. Yes, Amma?
Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much for your lecture. And especially thank you that you clarified me a bit more, like opened the vision a bit more, what it actually means that Krishna is inconceivable and unlimited. Like everything that he wants, everything is there actually. There is no illusion in that sense. So that was very beautiful. My question is related to Maya. You were mentioning that
Right.
Maya is what is unconceivable for us, right?
Maya is the name of the nature. Maya means, the nature's name is Maya. It is synonymous. It is what Veda said. Mayantu prakritim vidyat mayinam tu maheshwaram. Maya means the nature which does miracles. Everything in this nature is a miracle, right? Miracle to us. A miracle, it's not a miracle probably for the higher beings. But for us, everything is a miracle. See the clouds, how much water they carry? Clouds. Lot. Right? But if you take a handful of water and just throw it up, what happens? Falls down. But how much water is there in the cloud? How it is carried out there? Don't you think it's a miracle? It's not miracle. It's a fact. But beyond your imagination. When you see the rainbow, don't you think it's a miracle? But it's a fact. When you see the ocean, so many big tides, as if they are just drowning the whole village, that's how they come. But when they reach the shore, simply they go back. Is it not a miracle? See, anything in this universe you see, everything is a miracle, is Maya. That's not illusion. That's the power of the nature under the control of God. Because He is the one who makes them happen. So He knows how to make them. So Maya doesn't mean illusion. Maya means the nature. Name of the nature is Maya. Name of His unimaginable power of Lord is called Maya.
So my question was that I was hearing that someone else from our teachers would explain Maya as anything minus Krishna. So how would you...
There is nothing in the universe minus Krishna. Nothing.
Yeah, only our vision, of course, can see something.
Minus Krishna, minus God is zero. Nothing. Even zero is also with Krishna. There is nothing that you call minus Krishna. Right?
Yes.
So you have to ask for clarification from the one who you heard it. That's good. Thank you very much for your inquisitiveness.
Thank you so much for enlightening us with these words of wisdom. It was a great pleasure and great honor to listen to you. Maharaj spoke about basically 7:14, right? Daivi Yesha Gunamai. You centered your presentation on that shloka also, and
It's from 7.
7:14.
Yeah.
Beautiful description, beautiful explanation, and also I felt Maharaj speaks with so much realization, so much depth, and also humor, and then connecting with today's world. Quite fascinating, bringing examples of computer and explaining deep Vedic wisdoms based on Vedas and Shastra, but then in a way that we can understand for today's world. So thanks so much for being with us. I also like to thank the Swiss Vedic Bhakti Foundation and the Swiss Dachverein for Hinduism for that we could organize this program together. It was wonderful. I think looking forward to more cooperation in this way. Now we will just have, and I give you the word, the curtain will open now. We have the Sandhya Artik, an Arati ceremony, and we will sing some traditional bhajan with the Arti. The Arti goes about 20 minutes, and then in the garden we will prepare the dinner for everyone. There will be some prasad, sanctified vegetarian food offered to the Lord, which will be served in the garden in about 20 minutes. So please do stay and take prasadam with all of us together. And we're looking forward to see Maharaj another occasion, and wish you also all the best in your further travels and preaching tour.
Yes,
Thank you
we're
so
all
much.
connected to Lord Krishna, and we're always connected.
Yes. Jai. Hare Krishna.
So-
Would you like to say? No. Okay. Thank you.
You want to take care of this?
We'll just bring the text so you can sing along. Kiba Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Shobha Kiba Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Shobha Chanavi Tatavane Chagamana Lobhaja Tatavane Chagamana Lobha Chanavi Tatavane Chagamana Lobha Tatavane Chagamana Lobha Dakhin Nitai Chan Vam Gadadhara Dakhine Nitai Chan Vam Gadadhara Dakhin Nikhate Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatradhara Nikhate Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatradhara Vasi Ache Goracha Vamega Ratna Singhashane Vasi Ache Goracha Vasi Goracha Ratna Singhashane Aroti Kore Na Brahma Adi Devagane Aroti Kore Na Brahma Adi Deva Gane Nara Hari Adi Khore Chamara Dhulaya Nara Hari Adi Khore Chamara Dhulaya Nara Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Koshadigaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Koshadigaya Yamukundava Shankha Bhaje Kanta Bhaje Bhaje Karatala Shankha Shankha Bhaje Kanta Bhaje Bhaje Karatala Madhura Mridanga Bhaje Paramarasala Madhura Mridanga Bhaje Paramarasala Baho Koti Chandra Jine Padana Uchala Baho Koti Chandra Jine Vadana Uchala Kala Deshevana Mala Kore Jalamala Gala Deshevana Mala Kore Jalamala Gala deshe banamala Khor jalamala Shiva Shukha Narada Premi Gada Gada Shiva Shukha Narada Premi Gada Gada Pakati Vinoda Dekhe Gorara Shampada Pakati Vinoda Dekhe Gorara Shampada Shiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Aruti Ko Shobha Navitata Vane Chagamana Lobha Nitai Goranga Nitai Goranga Nitai Goranga Nitai Goranga Nitai Goranga Gaura Hari Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari Jai Sachinandana Gaura 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 Hari Gaura 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 Hari Kaliyuga Pavana Gaura Hari Kaliyuga Kaliyuga Pavana Gaura Hari Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Come on. You also have to dance. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Nittai Gauranga, Nittai Gauranga, Nittai Gauranga, Jaya Gaura Hari. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jai Sachinandana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai Ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Jai Nishingadev Bhagavan Ki Jai, Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari 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 Bo. Namaste Narasimhaya, Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada Lada Daine. Prahlada Lada Daine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Shilatanka nakalaye. Shila Tanka Nakalaye Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha Yato yato yamitato Nrsimha Yato yato yamitato Nrsimha Bahi Nrsimha Rida Ye Nrsimha Bahi Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha Narasingha Madim Sharanam Prapadye Narasingha Madim Sharanam Prapadye Tavakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamadvuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamadvuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Shri Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jai Jai Nrsimha Dev Praladesha Jaya Patma Mukha Patma Bringa. Shri Nishinga Jaya Nishinga Jaya Jaya Nishinga Dev. Praladesha Jaya Patma Mukha Patma Bringa. Jaya Nishinga Dev, Jaya Nishinga Dev, Nishinga Dev, Jaya Nishinga Dev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Nishingadev Bhagavan ki Jai, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Gaura Premanande, Hari 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 Bo. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtattarajata Shishimad. His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. ISKCON BBT Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtattarajata Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Prem se ko Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Shri Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Sri Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Sri Chagannapuri Dham ki Jai. Sri Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki Jai. Navadvip Gangamai ki Jai, Amunamai ki Jai, Bhakti Devi ki Jai, Tulasi Maharani ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki Jai, Transcendental Book and Prasadam Distribution ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna dear devotees, so you're most welcome to please take prasadam in the garden. It's waiting for you. And for those of you who like to pray, take darshans, you can stay. It's open till 7:15. Hare Krishna.
yes, he offers to